Hi guys, welcome back. It's Friday once again on We're Androgyny and my name is Ricky Rara for yous that don't know. Okay, so this week on We're Androgyny we are talking about death and our views on death and life after death and all that amazing stuff and wow. So first of all, I guess I don't know how to split this into things, what I'm going to talk about, but I guess I'll start on, what should I start on? The afterlife. Let's talk about the afterlife first of all, and my views and opinions on that. I personally, it's weird in the way that I don't believe there is a heaven and hell kind of thing. Like, it has never been proven scientifically, and I'm one for science. If I can see it and there's facts based on it, then I'll believe it. If there's never been proof of something, then afraid I'm not going to believe it. There we go. So I believe in like spiritual essence and stuff, like karma kind of type thing. If there's a place and a lot of bad things have happened in that place and it's all crazy, then I believe that certain things would stay there, as in like emotions and stuff. So when another person visits who's psychic or sensitive to certain vibrations and all that jazz, they would be able to feel that and they would feel uneasy kind of type thing. Yeah, that makes sense? Probably not. What else? What else do I believe in? I like the idea of reincarnation in that I think Tuesday mentioned, no, in fact I know Tuesday mentioned this, I shouldn't say I think, about reincarnation and that when you're buried your body decomposes, goes into the ground, the animals and the plants and all that jazz. That is a nice thought to me, I like that. Mind you, I would not want to be buried. I have a fear of being buried alive and waking up in a coffin 6 feet underground like, slowly running out of oxygen. Not fun, no. If I was to be buried alive, I'd probably want to be buried alive with a cell phone or a big fuck off megaphone just so I can scream for people. Other than that, don't bury me, just burn me, because I'd rather be burned. So just burn me. Oh no, what if I wake up and I'm like in the flame thing and I'm just like melt. I just won't die. I just won't die. That's what I'm planning on doing. I'm not planning on dying anytime soon anyway. So I guess that's my views on the afterlife. I kind of went on a rant about dying and stuff there, which is kind of fitting considering the topic's about death. Anyway, I think we're going to do a topic on religion because my views on religion is like, they wouldn't even fit on the screen, they're that big. Tay mentioned about if we were to die young and funerals and stuff. Tay, you made me think a lot about this because I just think I'm gonna get old and die, but what if I go out and get hit by a bus tomorrow and don't survive? If I don't, they're obviously gonna wash my face off, aren't they? This is like the shit thing, and then who's gonna do my makeup for like, for my funeral? I don't wanna have like fucking cake face and shit. Do you get what I mean? I would probably put in my will or something. They would probably have to hire a really good makeup artist to do my face. Because if I came back to life and saw my face for the last time, I would be hella mad and I would haunt those bitches. I would haunt those bitches. Also, I guess to do with funerals, I wouldn't want people to be sad. I mean, obviously they're gonna be sad because I'm gone, they're never gonna see me again. And like, wow, that sounded a bit full of myself. You get what I mean. I wouldn't want people to be upset, but I wouldn't want them to like be celebrating, you know, in a kind of ironic way that they're celebrating that I'm completely gone, as in they're happy that I'm gone. Do you get what I mean? But it's like, don't just waste the rest of your life away like mourning and being like that I'm gone. Obviously cry now and then, but get back up on your feet and do some freaking shit with your life. That's how, and that's why when and if someone dies in my family, because they have before obviously, I didn't cry, well, for my granddad's funeral, I didn't cry at the funeral and I didn't spend a lot of time being depressed about it, do you get what I mean? Because I know that he wouldn't want me to be depressed and he would want me to remember all the good times, and I do. I remember all the good times and it was amazing, blah 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 blah. So do you get what I mean? Yeah? Gosh, you do. And I think that's pretty much all I want to really, just touch my boob a bit, just touch my boob, put it back. Itchy, goddammit. These clothes, they're itchy. Anyway, as I was saying, I think that's all I'm going to touch on this topic because I don't want to go into too much detail because we would be here forever. But they're my basic views on stuff, on the afterlife. We're going to talk about religion soon and tie it together with death. I think it's really hard to talk about death without going into religion because death is, like, the views on death are formed from religion, so it gets a bit hard to talk about the two as a separate thing, if that makes any sense. And I guess I'll address the weekdays now. Okay, so before I address the weekdays, we got asked to answer 2 questions, I think it was, from what I got from Tuesday's video. It was, the first one was, I don't even know. When did you start watching We Are Androgyny and who was the first cast member that you watched? Feel free to comment down below, by the way, and don't forget to slap that like button, slap it hard. So to answer the first one, which is when did I first start watching We Are Androgyny, I would say it was about a year ago, just under a year. Because I remember seeing the original Thursday and Friday, and then when I saw that the spots were like open for new weekdays, I just instantly was like, yes, let's do this shit. But I think the first person that I saw was Alexis, I think. I don't know. Yeah, I would say Alexis was the first one that I saw. So, Tay, I kind of half addressed you while talking about death. Your hips are amazing, by the way. You have the most amazing figure. It's like hourglass. It's like suck in and go out. Great description right there. And bra. The bra was a good thing. You can just stash things in it. Is it White Chicks, the film, where he stashes his guns in them and he's like, oh yeah! It's such a good idea. Not that I'm telling you to carry guns or anything. Actually, why not just carry a gun? You'd be like Lara Croft or something. I don't know. So Tuesday, I've just recapped on your video because I have the worst memory ever, and I didn't write notes this week because my laptop's been dodgy. Very dodgy. I did just message you then though. The song that you used in the background, I absolutely love. Like, it's way from my childhood, but it's one of my really, like, I don't know, I associate it with really good times. This is totally off topic, but I really like the song. There we go. I think we also had the same views on kind of the reincarnation thing. Well, technically it's not reincarnation, but it's kind of like you go into something else. You're not actually conscious when it happens, obviously, because it's your brain that makes you conscious, and your brain doesn't go into trees. Technically it does, because it melts, it dies, and decomposes. Well, I'm mind-blowing myself right now. It's just done. I just keep thinking of stuff and it's confusing the hell out of me. So I can't rewatch the videos, so I'm sorry if my memory seems skittish. I don't know, but we're gonna move on to Wednesday. So Wednesday, you looked amazing. You said you didn't suit lipstick or that it looked weird on you. I think you suited it. It looked really good. And the little eyebrow thing that you did when you were looking at your notes, it made me smile. It was good. I think we're on the same wavelength with the whole idea of death, and that when you're gone, you're gone. There's just nothing after that, because nothing has been proven. Do you get what I mean? Of course you do, because we're on the same wavelength. And then English. Of course you do, because we're on the ways of it. Fuck, that's really hard to say. Of course you do, because we're on the same wavelength. I also agree with you that your brain can't thingy, that whole idea of once you're dead, you're completely gone. Like, the more you think about it, the more freaked out you get. Like, I've known myself to get into one of those states of where you're like, when I die, I'm completely gone, so everything I'm doing now is pointless. That's why I've kind of gone in the frame of mind of just do things that make me happy. Does that make sense to anyone? Because I don't see the point in these people who work all their lives to have shitloads of money to then just die and it all to just be gone. Do you know what I mean? Unless making money makes them happy, then there is really no point to work yourself into the ground. So we're gonna move on to Thursday. You didn't post last week. I don't know why, but I hope you're okay. I know you said you're gonna post this week, and I am pre-recording because I am out to a gig tonight to watch another band. It's a big event, there's like hundreds of people and it's cray. I mean, I went to one last night and now I'm going to another one tonight in Newcastle. Actually, they were both in Newcastle, so yeah. So your video's not up yet because obviously it's Thursday. I love you, and I pretty much it, because I've already addressed your video with the... Oh, there's one thing I do want to say. I want to tell you all a story that might make your brains think, because this is a story about death, okay? There was apparently a story in the newspaper a long time ago about two little twin girls. I think it was twin girls. I know they were twins anyway and they were little. And they were playing on the side of a road, like their house was in the middle of like a woods type thing, and it had like a dirt path running up to it, and they were playing on the edge of the road, and there's like this wall that like skirts around the road, and apparently they were playing next to this, and a car swerved off the road and squished them against the wall, both of them. They died instantly. But then a few years later, another family moved into the house and they had twin girls as well. And these twin girls, every time they used to walk past or near this wall, they would have this horrible feeling and they would start to panic and worry loads. And people used to say, or still do anyway, that the two twins that died there were reincarnated into these two twins and they're having like a psychic link thing. It's just for some food for thought there. It's quite a weird story and it's one that made me think it's quite weird, but then again it is just a story, technically. It was in the newspaper anyway and that's what it said, so yeah, that was a pointless story. I'm gonna leave now. Feel free to comment down below on your views on death or any little things you want to tell me, maybe some stories, you know, like stories I just told you. And I guess until next time, goodbye.